Are you ready to build a highly targeted Facebook audience from scratch? Keep watching because this is part one. Be sure to stick around and hit the subscribe button down below, hit the little bell up in the corner, and get notified every time that we put out a new video.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Joe Barnes here, and we're going to learn today how to build a highly targeted Facebook audience using video views. That's right, a highly targeted Facebook audience using video views, about $5 a day ad spend, resulting in about a half a penny of video view, half a penny or less. So we're going to build our highly targeted Facebook audience on a half a penny or less. So let's go ahead and get started here. As you can see, I created a test account for this test page, test account. You're going to always want to work inside a business manager. You can always check out one of my other videos on how to set up a business manager with regards to that if you're new to this. So anyway, so let's go ahead and let's come on up to the hamburger right here, and that's what they call it. We're going to go into audiences. Where is our audiences? Oh, there it is right there. My bad. So even again, I get a little, what I want everybody to understand is don't be afraid of the business manager back end. A lot of people are intimidated by that, especially if they're new. And I hear it all the time. I hear people say, oh, you know, it's just so technical back there. Really, it's not. It's not. Just click the buttons, do stuff. As long as you don't hit confirm and start running an ad, you're good to go. So what we're going to do though, we're going to create a saved audience, and we're going to be very broad. We're going to call this a primer audience. So let's go ahead and let this get up and running. We're going to call it primer audience fishing. Let's just go with fishing niche. So I'm going to target fishermen, and we're going to call this July 2009. Now typically your audiences are only good once you start your audiences and you start creating lookalike audiences and stuff like that. With regards to that, and we're going to call this video views too, video views. So I just do VV. Once you start creating lookalike audiences and stuff, you got to be careful because your audience is only good for a lookalike audience is only going to be good for about 180 days. So just always keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just do the United States. We're going to do 18 to 65. We're going to do all. I want to let, right, there's women fishermen out there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the pixel do all the work. So many times people want to do these, you know, they're interested in this or interested in that. Let the pixel do the work. Trust me, that's why Facebook makes the billions of dollars to do these fancy pixels. So let's get into our detailed targeting. So let's go with fishing. I'm just going to be roundabout fishing, and I'm going to look at a couple things right here. Now, depending what, I'm just going to go broad fishing. So we got 190 million people or thereabouts, and let's go with hunting as well, because there's hunters out there that fish as well. So, and I saw recreational. So this is CREATIONAL, recreational fishing. Awesome. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. So that's an additional interest. And again, this is just a primer audience. To get a highly targeted Facebook audience for a particular niche that you want, I usually start out with something really broad. I build the audience and I go from there. I can usually run these for about $5 a day, usually around a half a penny video view. With regards to that, again, I'm just building an audience. You may spend anywhere between, I don't know, let's just say you may spend about $100 just to build an audience. Worst case scenario, $100, but you're going to be pretty niche down once you start building that audience. There we go. We got things going on. And I'm not going to add any connections types because with regards to that, my Facebook page doesn't have anything. So I'm not going to worry about that. So we'll just go ahead, create the audience. Boom, done. So I got an audience size of about 72 million people. Guys, that's 72 million people that fish or interested in fishing. So let's go back up to the little hamburger right here. We are going to come back into our ads manager right there. And again, don't be intimidated by the business manager backend. It's so simple, so easy, right? I remember when I first started Facebook advertising, I was scared to death. I was afraid I was going to mess something up, and you're not going to mess anything up. So we're just going to come here to this little green button where it says create. Boom, done. We're going to create an audience. As you can see, I had already started something. I was kind of going through it. So we're just going to start over again. We're going to come down to video views. And 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to worry about naming anything. We're not going to worry about split testing, campaign. We're not going to worry about any of this right now. Again, we're just building a highly targeted audience. But we got to start out at the top and work our way down. So let's go ahead. We're going to use a saved audience. Too simple. There it is. Primer saved audience. All right, 18 to 65, fishing, all. I'm going to let it go into automatic placements. What I will tell you is the video, though, that you may want to use, make the video 15 to 30 seconds. If you can do a video or go on Fiverr and get a video, with regards to that, just get like a 15-second fishing video if you can. This way it can go across all platforms, so you can grab your audience from all different platforms, right? You got Instagram, you got Audience Network, you got all these things. So we're going to come down here. We're just going to go 2-second video views, continuous video views. Not going to worry about any of this. And let's see here. Not going to worry about that. Cost control. Not going to worry about that. Now, the daily budget says $20 a day, and it's very understandable. Someone like myself will drop $15 to $20 a day into this just to get something going. For yourself, though, you only have to start with $5 a day just to build your audience. But I can build an audience in 24 hours where you may take you 3 to 4 days to build your audience, but still you're going to get plenty of video views off of that. So we'll just go with $5. We can go ahead. Now I will tell you, if you get called by a Facebook marketing rep, first thing they're going to tell you is, oh, you need 15 to 20 bucks to get the algorithm optimized. We're not going to run this long enough to worry about whether or not the algorithm gets optimized. But the one thing that we do always want to do is we always want to set a start and end date. And let me explain why. The pixel does need what's called a light at the end of the tunnel. So if I give it a light at the end of the tunnel, it's going to optimize as fast as possible. So if I get it a 2-week end date, and you want to go anywhere between 2 weeks and 30 days, okay? But if I give it a 2-week end date, it's going to optimize and say, I have to get the best advertising costs within this amount of time, because this is when they shut it off, and this is when Facebook doesn't make any more money. So you do need to set your end dates, a start and end date. With regards to that, 2 weeks to 30 days. Again, your pixel needs a light at the end of the tunnel. So let's go ahead. I'm very adamant on that, folks, with regards to that. So 13th, let's go with the 27th. And here we go. We're just going to do 2-second continuous video views and just hit continue. Let's come down here. I'm not going to worry about adding an instant experience, none of that. Again, I'm just building, this is my primer audience. I'm just going to build a foundational audience. I'm going to try to get video views of people I want, people who are more likely to click on my ads and stuff like that, rather than try to guessing game this. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to browse my library. Now, mind you, because I do have the video on my page, oops, wrong page. Look at that. I make mistakes all the time, guys. Make sure you go ahead and put the right page on there. And there we go, TEAM Xcelerator. And I'm not going to worry about selecting a Instagram page as far as that goes. So let's go right here. Let's go ahead to the page. I'm going to grab the video that's on the page. And my primary text. This is the text. Text for test. Right, so your primary text is right here. And guys, if you got any questions, go ahead, comment below. If you don't understand something, I'm always happy to answer questions. So comment below, like the video. If there's something that you want to talk about, maybe there's something you want to talk about or a video on, I can get the video out for you. But let's go ahead and move forward from here. We're going to go ahead, add a website URL. And I'm just gonna, my page as far as that goes, Joe, there we go. And now we can kind of narrow it down. We can kind of narrow it down right here on the headline. Let's see, are you ready? Let's see. Catch some bass. So I kind of narrowed it down. Let's say I have a particular lure that I want to put out, right? This is going to be specified for bass fishermen. Are you ready to catch some perch? Right, so I can kind of narrow it down right there in these 2-second video views, and I can talk about it in my copy. So again, this is something that you want to think about when you're writing your copy. Copy is very important when it comes to Facebook advertising, especially when you're building a highly targeted Facebook audience. When you're building a highly targeted audience, there's 3 things that are really going to be looked at right here. Number 1 is your headline. Number 2 is your text or your copy, and number 3 is whatever it is, image or video that you have, and it breaks it down into 33%. So with regards to that, I'm going to capture the attention of my audience with the copy. I'm going to capture their attention and be more specific with the headline. And when we start looking at my copy and my text and my headline need to match up with my video. So I'm going to get a higher overall score. I'm going to get very cheap ads. So with regards to that, just remember that when you're doing that. I don't need a news link description there. I'm good to go. We can just go ahead and learn more. That's typically the best one to do. We don't have any video tags. And always remember to turn on your Facebook pixel. Right, as you can see right now, I do have a pixel created, but I don't have it on anything. But we want to turn on our Facebook pixel because we want to gather information also at the ad level. So what this is doing, this is actually gathering information at the ad level. So when we turn that on, now I'm gathering the information of the people who watch it, the people who click on it, the people who watch the video. So we can be sure to gather as much data as possible from that. And then all we have to do, everyone, is click confirm and just put in your billing information as far as that goes. Again, everybody, that's real simple, real quick, easy. Build a highly targeted Facebook audience from scratch. Other than that, my name's Joe Barnes, and we will see you on video number 2, part 2. Later.